So this one is a little bit interesting. Here we can see the white truck is backing down, but this is not his boat on the dock. He was dropped off by another vessel that's floating out here to pull out, but the boat that's on the dock just went to go get his truck. So they just pulled in, and he went to go get their truck and trailer. I already know where this one's going. It's about to create an interesting scene down here, as they're going to want this boat to move so they can go ahead and get loaded. But the interesting thing, too, is, again, Cap's not down here. So she's not moving the boat because Captain's not there. So, but the guy in the white truck, he's backing down, getting out now, and I guarantee if he's getting out now, he's about to walk over to this boat and say something. But who's in the right here? So the boat was on the dock, went to go get their truck. The other crew did kind of what I consider the courteous thing as well. They dropped somebody off to go get the truck while waiting. The problem with that down here is you wind up waiting forever because then no free dock ever becomes available. So he's walking down now, and here we can see it. The guy in the black shirt up here in the black truck, that's his boat. And you can see the hands in the air.
We're here, we're ready. You gotta move yours.
And this crew's saying, we're here, we're ready, you gotta move yours. And here he comes walking down the dock, telling this kid to move. Now there is an open dock over here. They could move. And they could move over one dock, and this could be all over. Or if he was back at his truck, he could be pulling into the water one dock over, and this would all be over as well. He could just move his boat then to go load onto the trailer. But instead, we're all sitting here arguing. The boat's yelling at him, the guy at the dock's yelling at him. And his crew's just yelling at him to hurry up. And I'm curious who's going to budge on this one first. Sometimes we see huge standoffs that last forever down here, but this one's just so easily solved. In other words, right now there's two open lanes. All that has to happen is one of these trucks goes to one of those open lanes. So here he goes moving his truck. Let's see what he's going to do. Where's he going? I think he just went to the back of the line. He just pulled around. He didn't take an open lane. He went back and got back in line at the back of the line. Oh man, this one's gonna last a little while. Because yeah, the truck that's behind him now is coming down.
He's making a great killing off this. He knows it too.
Unreal. I don't know why he went to the back of the line and didn't take one of the open lanes. But now we're all stuck waiting as they try and figure this one out. So after several minutes, a few lanes pop open again, and our guy, well, it's his turn in line again. But we're already about 15 minutes into this. When I say 15 minutes, like they backed down the ramp on him 15 minutes ago, so it's a little longer overall, considering he docked and went and got his truck. So, but here he goes. He's got two open lanes now, so he should be backing down. But as you can tell, he's struggling to do so. Kind of coming down the middle of the ramp here. as he's way off the dock. So all kinds of sideways, and he has opted to go ahead and move, which is, once again, the real true reality to this one to me, and I hate to say it, whoever's right or wrong, let me know in the comments below, but man, you guys, if you would have moved your truck already to one of the open lanes, you guys would be gone. You'd be done. Because our guy here, obviously struggling backing the trailer up, is going to take him a little while. I'm guessing you guys doing what you did probably know what you're doing, would have been out of here already. And I'm guessing the gentleman here is a newer boater. And once again, I'm not going to knock anybody who's a newer boater. We all got to learn at some point. Just hopefully it's not on a Saturday here at Boynton. So what's really tough here is he's taking up like 2 lanes, and there's another guy trying to come down next to him. And he's like on top of them. And he's still backing down. I don't know. I don't know why he's not further over. Maybe he's just, once again, he's struggling with the trailer to begin with. But if we're going to be this far off the dock, it didn't matter if you moved earlier or not. You weren't walking the boat on from this far away from the dock. Man, he is on top of their trailer. Oh my gosh. Which is going to make some complications here as they come in and try and load their boat onto the trailer. So our crew here, they're coming in, hopefully going to get theirs loaded. And hopefully the guy next to him doesn't wind up hitting their trailer. I mean, you can see how close they are right here. You gotta remember, there's a fender there too, so it is super, super close. And he's going the wrong way right now. In other words, he's backing more into their trailer as he's turning it in. Man, he needs to pull out and try and straighten this thing out. What in the world? Now, you gotta let me know in the comments on this one too. Would you have moved already? Like, if you were the guys in the other truck and you saw this backup attempt, you know you're gonna be there for a while. You could have moved to another lane, like I said, and been out of here really quick. So I'm guessing he feels like he's in the water enough pulling back out, and I figured that. I mean, he's so close to the other trailer. At this point, let the other guy pull out. At least then, I mean, heck, he's going to use all 3 lanes that are here if he does that. So our guy here knows, he's like, yeah, let me get out of this guy's way as he goes moving over. And there we go. He's got the trailer turning back the right direction now. So at least they're in. He's got the trailer way too deep, especially for the kind of boat he has. That boat doesn't draft hardly anything, which is going to make it difficult for him to load because it's going to float right over the trailer when he goes to get it. But here we go. Several minutes in, he's going to go move it now so the other crew can load. But here again, we've got somebody else backing down on him. I'm curious how this goes now as he walks past the guy who's been waiting with the truck over here for 15-20 minutes to try and get their boat loaded. So they're exchanging some words, but it doesn't appear to be unpleasant in any way, really, necessarily. As he goes ahead to try and get it off. I'm curious after seeing the back down attempt, though, how the load attempt on this one's going to go as well. I didn't really see them come in when they tried to dock. So this was one of the first boats we coming over here. They weren't there when we were walking over here to get set up, but by the time we were over here and the camera was set up, they were already on the dock. So the dude's even going to help him get off, gives him a line, a toss. But it's still, it just cracks me up in this one because the reality is if they'd have just moved, I understand wanting to stand your ground on something, but man, I also understand me wanting to get off the water and just get done as quickly as I can. I probably would have moved long ago on the truck just because I know that I could have been done way before. The second I saw him struggling to back up, I'd have tried to move. If there was an open ramp, I'd have been like, okay, this one's going to take forever. Let me move and do this. Because they would have been out of here already. Just like the other truck that was next to him. There was another truck that backed in after him over here, and they are gone. That boat is gone, long gone, and another truck's already over there. So it's the same deal. Both parties, in theory, right here, are holding the whole ramp up. But tensions begin to flare down here. It happens all the time. So here we go. He's going to bring it back in. I'm curious if he's going to go straight to the trailer or if he's going to go to the dock. I mean, he's so far off the dock that he might as well just go to the trailer. But there we go. He kind of brake checks it. Looks like he's struggling a little bit to get it lined up where he wants it. And enough so we're... Let's see how this one's going to go. It looks like he's going for the trailer. Nope, he backs out. Winds up spinning her sideways. And Wifey goes for the dock reach. I don't think they're close enough for her to be able to get a hand on it. Unless she's got a line that she can kind of toss over there. But nope, gonna have to back out again and try and line this one up one more time. Oh, we're getting shot blocked a little bit, and here we go. He's backing up. He's going to wind up hitting his trailer sideways. They are over their trailer completely sideways right now, basically blocking the other person's trailer as well, as she hangs on. On this one, kill it. You got a hand on the dock. Get her a line. Let her walk it up. There we go. They've got it back alongside the dock. Kill the motor. So at least they're on the dock, but he's so far off the dock, he's going to have to get in the water to walk this one over if that's the plan. And even then, I still think they're going to struggle because the trailer's so deep right here. He backed in too far. The boat's going to float right over the top. I almost guarantee there's no way if he walks this on, it loads right the first time. It's going to pop sideways because those rear bunks won't engage. So again, several minutes later, our guy has walked down there. And I'm assuming we're going to try and walk the boat on instead of driving the boat on. Which I don't necessarily disagree with the methodology based on the way we just saw the docking attempt coming in. But man, he's just so far away from the boat and the trailer's so deep. But I guess it really doesn't matter. In all likelihood, if they wound up trying to power on, well, we saw what happened. The boat wound up sideways over the trailer, and he probably just wound up smacking the bow roller at an excessive rate of speed at some point. So this is probably the safest method for him. It'll just be a two-pull. I mean, you'll get it on, you'll pull it out, it's going to be wrong, and you'll have to slowly back it in, let the trailer do its self-centering kind of thing slowly, and then pull out slowly. But let's see how this one goes. And I'm curious too, because he's got those rear tires buried in the water also. And this ramp is slick. Even since it's been redone, it's still a slick ramp. So she winds up sitting down. And he was walking back up to the dock for some reason. Maybe he was questioning powering it on. And I'm assuming she talked him out of it. She was like, no, hey, I got it. You just walk it over there. And the trailer's so deep, I mean, it's going to roll right over the side of the trailer, so he shouldn't have a problem there. But here's the funny part. So the boat that's next to him is coming out. There was another boat that was trying to come out at the same time as them, and the other guys now are pulling out also that were waiting. And she's holding a line back there. I would probably just let that one go. I mean, she's trying to make sure that they get it lined up. So he's up there on the bow, but you can tell by the way this thing's floating, it's floating well over the trailer. None of the bunks have really engaged on this. And that's the point. You kind of want those rear bunks to hold the stern of the boat steady instead of having to hold it with the line here. And that's how you get it to kind of center on the trailer. So after a few minutes, he's got it winched up and ready to attempt the pullout. Wifey's still holding onto the line. Hopefully she lets that go before he tries to take off. So here we go, pulling forward. We don't get much of the tire slip, but we are getting exactly what we thought, that this boat was not going to come out right. So he doesn't pull very far. Comes back to check on it, and he's definitely going to be able to tell that something is wrong.
Just let it go already. Yeah. Make sure when I put it back in, it's gonna move again.
It's not the end of the world, though. All he has to do is back in slowly, just a little bit, let this thing self-center, and pull it back out slowly. So he's getting back in the truck. Let's see if he can get it figured out. It's not. There we go. Come back just so she starts right there. Stop. As soon as she just drops back to that level, you're good. Now pull back out slowly, and she should have self-center right there. That's why they call it a self-centering trailer for the most part. And he comes back to look at it, and I'm guessing he's going to go back to the winch and try and winch it up a little more. But he should be good, but quite the adventure for this crew down here at the boat ramp today. But as you can tell, everybody's out. There's open lanes next to him now. There's nobody left over here. And they definitely took the longest, and all the other crews have left. And again, I'm guessing probably new boater. So I don't want to go too hard on them because everybody's got to learn at some point in time, and it does look like a fairly new boat that he has. And I still don't know necessarily that they were in the wrong when they were telling the other guys to move. Because I'll tell you what, right or wrong, the other guys would have been gone faster had they moved. If they'd have moved, that situation would have been over 15, 20 minutes earlier than it was. Literally. Like, because there was a lane open next to them. But he could have pulled into that lane, but he might not have been comfortable with his skills doing that. Probably is really what happened there. Comes back out to check it, but you're good, dude. You should be okay now, but once again, this comes back to that new boater thing. Second guessing everything. If you remember back to when you were a new boater, and you start to pull out, and things didn't go right that first time, the next thing you know, you're kind of double checking, triple checking, making sure that it's going to be all right. And now he's got a crew coming in behind him on the ski. And he'll pull out, and let's see if this crew can get on to close it out. So, struggling to get over there. They go for the reach to try and get on. He's out. Still looks a little crooked on the trailer, but I think he'll be okay. And I'm wondering if this lady's going to fall off on the back of this. Trying to get close to the dock, going for the reach. 3 people on the ski. If you get that weight going to one side with 3 people, especially 3 full-size people on it, things get a little chaotic pretty fast. And having to back off, trying to get it back on one more time. And our jet boat guy's out of here. And once this crew gets on, I think we're going to get out of here as well. And there you go. They hit the dock and they're on. And we're going to go ahead and go also. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. Also, this week's coming up is going to be the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, well, this coming week. If you guys are planning to head to the show, check us out. We'll be hosting our annual seminar on how to take a boat to the Bahamas. We'll be over there at the Convention Center hosting that seminar on Thursday and Saturday over at the boat show. Come by, say hi, and check it out. We'll check you guys out in the next video.